This one's for anyone who's tired of seeing other people be successful, quitting their jobs, seeing them wholesaling real estate, and becoming their own boss. We've got an awesome guest who's coming on to get unstuck with their wholesaling because they're tired of seeing all these success stories and they want that freedom in their own life. We clarify what actually makes your postcard get a better response rate. We clarify some mysteries on the do not call list. And we also give some direction on how to stay focused to get the result you want, which is that very first deal, as efficiently as possible with your time and your money. This is the podcast for 10xing your income and replacing your W-2. My name's David Lecco. I created a process that's helped people close 10,000 deals in all 50 states. And my co-host is Ryan Haywood, who's done 425 deals in St. Joseph, Missouri, since he started wholesaling in 2019. What was like your biggest takeaway so far?
Man, there's so many little nuggets to go through. Thinking back, one of them we just did. It was last week. Remember, I can't believe I forgot her name. You were talking about interviewing that one lady from Tampa. She started wholesaling. I believe it was last week, Wednesday.
Okay. You know what he's talking about?
But yeah, she started in Las Vegas, trying to wholesale in Las Vegas, and then she started the market in Ohio. Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah.
So what do you do for work, man?
I'm actually in land surveying, project surveyor. So I got a lot of experience doing like land splits.
So and then what interested you in getting into wholesaling?
It's just as far as just the profit margins and the spreads. I started just listening to, and you just came across as different podcasts from Pace Morby to the Wholesale Hotline. I'm like, wow, I'm seeing all these, young, successful people doing this, and then I'm stuck on this W-2, like making a quarter of what these individuals are making, And they just got into the business in a few years. I'm like, well, darn, I've been doing land surveying for a long time and then actually working for a municipality doing development work. And it's just like, I shoulda, woulda, coulda known this like 15 years ago. I would have been so far ahead right now, So.
Hey, it's never too late.
Yeah.
You got 15 more years to get there.
Exactly.
15? What? You're saying he's only going to lose? No.
It's all right. I know what you I know what you mean.
What market are you in?
Denver. Denver for this is my backyard, but I lived in Tampa, Florida for over 20 years. So if anything, I would go ahead and also do that virtually. But right now, because of budgets and funds, I'm just strictly in Denver.
Okay, got it.
Have you actually started any processes of wholesale?
Yes.
Mostly just in discovery. What are you doing currently?
Actually, it's just driving $4. I'm working on, actually, I'm waiting for Fiverr. I paid some foreign guy like 200 leads, what was it called? Foreclosures. And that was like going to be, I think, $30. So I'm waiting for that. But yeah, just driving $4 and just doing this. I mentioned too, on that reply that my LLC just is a real LLC now with the state. So I'm thinking about go ahead and doing letterheads. And then when I door knock, if nobody's there, I'm going to go ahead and put those on the doors. So it just legitimizes the whole thing, instead of handwriting something. I mean, it's like, bam, here's a logo, everything else. So what do you guys think?
How many driving for dollars leads have you added so far?
Not through the app. I don't put them in the app. I've just been actually just writing it down. Driving for dollars is pretty much just the rundown lots. There's been a few. I try to get back with them about 3 or 4 times, but I mean, that's the thing. It's just like, how far should I go as far as calling them back and then texting them back?
Yeah, I think that this is kind of a common theme today. I think you just need to narrow down, like, first, to be successful in your wholesaling journey, you need to kind of pull some things back, pick a few items, and then go with those. Like, if you've got the driving for dollars, or if you've got the foreclosures, pick one of those and then stick with those until you've exhausted that.
Okay.
A lot of times people spread themselves out too thin on the marketing side. So you're marketing here, 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 and here. And really it's, if you put all of your marketing in one area, you're going to see better results versus spreading it out. Doing a little bit in a lot of places is not effective. Doing a lot and a little is far more effective. Same with your marketing strategy. So, postcards, that's the benefit to doing things in the Driving for Dollars app, is that you can also send postcards through that app as well. So you have one touch point, which sending out a postcard is, I always call it, it's a passive marketing attempt. You're sending it out and then you're essentially waiting for them to call. In the meantime, you can double that up with your cold calling. So what I like to do, I send postcards 1 week, and then the week after that is when I take everything that I send a postcard to and I start cold calling it and just trying to get a hold of those people. And then if you want to throw in text after you've tried to call them a couple times, shoot them a text, you can do that as well. I'm assuming you're just calling people individually off your phone. Is that right?
Yes.
That's good. So, you could just call them. If you don't get any luck with the call, just send them a text. Hey, my name is Terry. I just was reaching out about this specific property, wondering if you'd be interested in selling.
Okay.
But I also think volume is very important too. If you're wanting to gain momentum and get some success here, you got to add a lot of leads.
Hey guys, if you know you want to quit your job in the next 3 months, make sure you're subscribed to this podcast, because we've got some incredible frameworks with step-by-step instruction that you're not going to want to miss. Also, leave us a rating and review to let us know your favorite parts and why you want to get financial freedom.
So Driving for Dollars, if you're specifically looking just for lots, I don't know the lot game very well. I know the distressed properties game real well, and I know that we send out about 1,500 postcards every month. So that generally gets us about 3 to 4 deals in our market. If you're in a market more intense, you're going to need to send more. But I would say that you need to start adding some more Driving for Dollars leads. I think 250 leads is a good starting point. Once you can get that, you can then start marketing to those, start cold calling those. After you got that done, I think you're going to get a little bit of a response, and then you can kind of see what's working, what's not, and adjust your strategy.
Okay. One question that it seems to pop up sometimes when I'm kind of looking through the DealMachine itself. Usually when I'm looking at these properties, I have on there, if they're on the do not call list. So it's like the husband's on the do not call, but the wife isn't. So I'm kind of hesitant about not even calling the wife, but I was just going to go ahead and send out a letter since that's not illegal,
Yeah. Also, this is not legal advice, but the do not call list prohibits you from calling and selling something.
Okay.
Call them and offer on their house, because that's not selling something. So you should be good there as far as if you're calling from an investor's perspective. And then, the legality of the do not call is just per number. It has nothing to do with if they're married. And again, this isn't legal advice. I'm not a lawyer, but just from dealing with obviously like a lot of people who are doing this strategy, I'm pretty certain that that's how people are interpreting the law.
Okay, great. So it's not, I'm not trying to sell them a car or anything like that. I gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Well, what else? What was your biggest takeaway so far from the conversation?
Biggest takeaway is you find a specific niche in the market and just try to stick with that. I think that's my problem. Well, I know that's my problem is I'm spreading myself out too thin, trying to work on foreclosures and then distressed properties, and just I'm all over the place, you know. I might as well add probates onto that. So I'll just kind of focus on one area.
Terry, I could tell by talking to you that you're a smart guy. You'll be able to figure this out. It's a proven business model. If you're staying focused with certain type of leads, driving for dollars leads, and you're sending mail, then you can avoid the whole thing even about cold calling, right?
Yeah.
And then when you get a call back, it's just going to be a matter of time before that happens. You know, it's just like a numbers game. You've got to do it enough in order to get the result.
Okay. And then hopefully shortly I could be on your podcast as a success story. So that'd be awesome.
We'd love to have you. Yeah. Text us next week and see how this goes. If you've, started implementing, I guess, are you going to do direct mail or are you going to do cold calling?
I'm still going to cold call, but I'm going to do more direct mail. And then it's going to have my company letterhead, everything on there.
Dude, congrats on the LLC and good job setting that up. But I just wanted to say, honestly, I think it's better if you show a picture of you and your family and you're Terry the person, not the company.
Wow.
And the brand does not gain you any kind of street cred. But when they see your face or a picture of your family, they relate to a person and you have way better success doing that.
Wow. Okay.
Bro, I did my first 12 deals in just my name. So so just let that be an example. But I know a lot of people just put their family on the post. You put your family on a postcard, right?
Yeah, it's just me, my wife and kids, and then I sign it with just our Ryan and Meg. I don't put Heritage Home Investments, anything, because honestly, they see the brand, they see the letterhead. Honestly, it goes right to the trash. But if they see a person, it's more. There's a connection. Like they see people, that they start bonding with that.
I didn't even think about that.
If you do enough cold calling or enough mailers, you're going to get a deal no matter what you have on the poster. Don't worry about it if you already set that up. But just wanted to share, again, another nugget from being in the position I'm in, working with 10,000 people that are doing this, that the family photo is definitely a good one.
Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, I think that's the biggest takeaway so far. I didn't think about doing that, because I mean, you see it all the time as realtors, but
it's not a problem.
Okay.
So Terry, we got to go to talk with Ronnie Robertson next.
All right.
He's actually got a success story, so we can't wait to line that up for you as well. Feel free to text me. You've got my number. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the DealMachine Real Estate Investing Podcast. Please leave us a review and follow along wherever you're listening to your podcast.